Alright, hello guys, it's me. I just woke up. So in the last video, I mentioned a Q&A. This is that Q&A. I'm hoping to post this in February, preferably as like a 1-year anniversary thing. But we'll see. We'll see. Knowing me, it's gonna be like April. It's gonna be April, and you're gonna get your video. I won't yap anymore for too long, so let's just get into the questions, because that's the fun part, isn't it? Before we start, I'm just going to answer some commonly asked questions. So number 1, I want to be a voice actor / help on the animation team. How do I do that? So to become an animator or a voice actor for my project, you have to join the Discord. There's a form for animation in the Discord, and then for auditions, you just have to wait until they open up, which I will post a short video about when new audition rules open up, at least major ones. But if you're in the Discord server, you will also just get an announcement there. And 2, what do I use to animate and edit? I use Procreate to draw and animate, and then I use CapCut to edit. And now we will get into the questions. Alright, so the first question is from a head dragon lord. Who's your favorite out of all your characters? You're making me pick a favorite. Okay, well, I'm crossing out all of Double Doppelganger, because I have no favorites there, of course. So outside of Double Doppelganger, my current favorites are probably Chryson. I think Chryson's the first OC I made after Double Doppelganger. I love Yefa too, and Alice. Funny enough, they're all from different stories. Also, my dog is in here sniffing really loudly, so we'll see if the microphone picks that up. Second question, have you used any other drawing apps before? If so, how did it go? Yes, I have. Yeah, well, I'm trying to record a video. Before Procreate, I used Autodesk Sketchbook, and long before that, I used Fire Alpaca. Back when I used Fire Alpaca, I was actually drawing on I think with the mouse, or the mouse pad. I was using one of those. These next questions are from Zane Harrington 2066. So question 1, will there be hidden lore, or is it all gonna be straightforward? It's gonna be pretty straightforward. I don't like the modern trend of hiding story in outside media, so no. Will weapons commonly be used? If so, what kind of weapons? Will they be made to match the character's abilities, personalities, or simply be reasonably accurate to what the cast can or would acquire? Yes, weapons will be used sometimes during fights, but for a lot of fights it'll be magic. The weapons are more so just what is available to the characters in the moment. Shine is kind of an exception though, seeing as he has his claws, which, by the way, these are metal. It might be obvious to some of you. I think the only place the claws have been shown so far is either in my Discord or in his design shorts, but he does have them, and they're not real claws. Just thought I should clear that up because I've had 2 or 3 people think they were actual claws. Will we see all the characters' abilities very soon? Very soon? No. But you will see everyone's abilities, yes. They don't really use them unless they need to, so until there's a reason, they're not really gonna use them, so it's gonna take a little while to get to them all. I will say, you get to see someone's magic in episode 2 though, so that's fun. Alright, next question is from Cactus Hugger 127. Out of all the characters in your cast, which one do you have the hardest time characterizing and why? This can apply to both story writing and design. Honestly, for character writing, I don't really struggle with anyone. When making designs, it was all pretty smooth sailing. The most difficult was probably Cheyenne. If you've seen his design short, you probably noticed he went through a lot of design changes over the years. So when I touched him up, I kind of had to decide whether or not to bring back any old features. But as you guys can probably tell, I kind of just updated his most recent looks. Sora the Otherkin asks, who is your favorite Minecraft YouTuber? This is a good question. I'm gonna have to think on it for a moment. Orca Gamer 88 asks, if you had real wings, what would they look like? My ideal wings would probably be bird wings. I like birds. Also, what is your favorite food? My favorite food sometimes fluctuates, and I can never really pick one, but some consistent favorites are strawberries, orange chicken, angel food cake, potato soup. Silly Goober 1013 asks, what was the main inspiration for your series and title? I didn't really have any main or direct inspirations, I don't think. I know there was probably some things lurking in the back of my subconscious. I can't really place any inspirations, so I guess it was just kind of things I like. I love all the glitch shows. I like Kingdom Hearts. I like How to Train Your Dragon. I like Arcane. As for the title, I actually did struggle with this a bit. I decided on it after I had a pretty solid idea for the story though, so I just picked something catchy and related. I might show some of the other ideas I had for titles, if they're not too bad, like if they don't suck too bad. But funny enough, I do have to block some of them out if I do that, because some of the titles were way more spoilery than this one. Dinks, I think that's how you say your name, asks, if you had to pick one piece of advice to give to someone hoping to make a series, what would it be? I do think I kind of answered this in the last video already, but my advice would be to start small, you know. Don't have too many main characters, start with a smaller story, start with shorter episodes. I think the biggest thing that stops people from going through with making their project is just getting in way over their head and burning themselves out. Just start small, take breaks, make sure to take breaks, and start small. Many Obsessions asks, why no long hair for Zell? So, in some scenes of the pilot, Zell has long hair. And he's not supposed to have long hair. I'm sorry, guys. He's supposed to have shorter hair. But Past Me was just so inconsistent with specifically his hair length. I don't know why, guys. I'm sorry. But who knows? Maybe long-haired Zell will return someday. Lintrat Scrib. Not rap. Lintrat Scrib. Your name is killing me! Lint Rat Scrib asks, everyone reaches those times where you feel like you don't want to or have the energy or motive to create, and sometimes it's burnout or other things like that. How did I get myself out of burnout, basically, is the question. My main way to avoid burnout was to take breaks before the burnout fully hit. When I would feel the burnout fatigue start to set in, I'd step back. Not after I'm already 6 feet deep into burnout, and I do think that helped a lot. Alright, so we've got 2 questions here, but they're basically asking the same thing. One's from Tired Rain Sea Hybrid, and the other's from Emily Art CRK. Both are basically asking where I got voice actors from. I got voice actors by putting out a casting call on my other channel. I have another channel where I do mostly Minecraft YouTuber animations. I did have a small platform to back me up to get my video out there. So if you're gonna do a casting call, either A, work a little bit to get a platform first, or B, just put that casting call everywhere. Put it on every social media you can put it on. We've got another question from Tired Rain Sea Hybrid. They're asking if after Double Doppelganger is finished, if I'll be accepting show pitches. Since that's so far out, it's basically impossible to say. Right now, I'd say probably not, and that's partly because I've already got multiple other story ideas that I do want to do someday in the future. Lil Angel Thing 3269 asks, with the doppelgangers/creatures, do they obtain the memories of the person they are copying, or do they just take their appearance and powers? Shapeshifting just gives them someone else's appearance. If everyone could choose an animal or a pet to keep, what would they be? So I think Faye actually wouldn't want a pet. Ciro, I think he'd want a large dog of some sort. Cheyenne's pet is a little weirder. I think he'd want a bearded dragon lizard. I don't know why, I just think he would. Zell, I think he'd want a small bird, like a dove or something. Fear, I don't know, he can have some butterflies for his garden. And then Mather would want a cat. Does the planet have any other living beings besides the characters we've already seen? Yes, they do. There's plenty of people, there's plenty of civilization. Mather's castle is just very isolated. P.CP.M asks, what are the main characters' favorite colors, if they have any? I kind of just think everyone's favorite colors are gonna be like what they're wearing. Faye's would be purple, Ciro's would be blue, etc. Although I do think Zell is too new to have a favorite color, so you guys can fight over it in the comments what his favorite color is. How old are the adults compared to the others? So Mather and Pierre are in their late 40s, and then Faye and Ciro are both 16, Zell's 17, and Cheyenne is 15. How did you come up with names for all the characters? I talked about names a little bit in the design shorts, but I'll restate it here. So Faye got her name because that was a part of my username and she was originally a Sona. Cheyenne's name is inspired by a Kingdom Hearts character. And Ciro and Zelmara were just names I thought sounded cool. Fierre's name is a name from a dead OC I never did anything with and I wanted to reuse. I guess Mather's name also just sounded cool because I can't remember. What made you decide to make Double Doppelganger in the first place? It was mostly just me wanting to create something I could share with people, and I love writing and animating, so it felt like the best choice for me. What got you interested in story writing? Me and my friend, back in like 2017 to 2019, I think, we were working on a really bad story. I mentioned this somewhere. I think it was the last video as well. It was like a Wings of Fire knockoff story. We were kids and we were like, oh, that sounds fun. We like dragons. Let's write about dragons. But it was bad. But I had a lot of fun when I was doing that. So I think that's what originally got me into it, was just having fun writing with my friend. So I just kept going. What is my favorite color? I like blue, red, and black. Oh, but black's not a color. Shut. I do not care.
Well, thanks for watching, guys. If you made it this far, thank you. If you have any questions that I didn't answer here, feel free to leave a comment, and I'll answer it if I can. Make sure to subscribe and like and all that stuff if you enjoyed, and I'll see you later.